So DJI Osmo Pocket, and it's very portable device and very much targeted for vloggers. I've been using this device from a long time, and I thought I should give some of my point of view that is this device is still worth it to buy in 2020 or not. So yeah, first thing, people buy this device is for the portability, and like it can record 4K, and it gives a very good option of the mechanical stabilization, which can give a cinematic view to your footage, and it can be very handy in certain occasions, and it cannot be perfect for many occasions. And I'm gonna be talking about why should you buy this device in 2020 and why you should not buy this, because it, like any other device, it has some bad points and some good points. So let's discuss it and let's start. So first of all, portability is the main factor, that you just get it out of your pocket and you start it, and literally it takes maybe 5 seconds, not even 5 seconds to boot, and it's just ready to go. Main problem I would say every vlogger will find is that the screen is very small and you don't know if you're in focus or not. This happened with me many times. Maybe if you have this device, and it might have happened with you also. Quick fix for that is just connect it with your phone, and you will be able to see that if you're in focus or not. But the negative point about it is just this device is going to charge your phone and consume the battery very quickly, and it gets very hot in that occasion. So other thing I would say, this device can click the pictures also, but according to me it's not that much useful, because I think your camera phone can click better pictures than this. Yeah, some pictures comes nice and sharp, but again it's not that much successful to just click pictures, and that's not it's been targeted for. Even though I got couple of firmware updates also, even after that it just looks for focus all the time, just because it's very small, and it has mechanical stabilization also. But when you're walking, you're gonna feel like in the footage you will see a lot of jiggly effect. I know you can just fix it with maybe put a small gimbal or something, like a spring kind of gimbals. Some companies apply that, but why would you spend extra money on that when you bought this for the stabilization on the first place? After that, one more bad point I would say, like if you gonna record the videos for whole day, then there's no way you can just slap in the new battery and good to go for more 2 hours. In my testing, it usually goes for 2 hours, and if you're recording 4K continuously, then maybe 1.5 hours, but it's gonna get hot in that process very quickly. But you can easily fix that issue with the power bank. Like when you're not recording, just insert the power bank and it's good to go. And now let's talk about some good points. If you want to create some cinematic shots, with practice, if you keep your hands stable enough, then yeah, footage can be very good in some conditions. But I've noticed that if you record the video in 1080p usually, then the clarity is not gonna be that much great. 4K, I don't have any complaints when you're walking and having your hands stable enough. Many times I felt that the recording is sometimes a little better than the mirrorless camera also, because it's very sharp. Talking about sharpening, I do feel sometimes it implies artificial sharpening many times, which gives you the look of phone video or something like that. But one thing it doesn't do, that sometimes when you're recording the video from the phone, it's just focus in and focus out very quickly. That thing it doesn't do, so it's good in that area. It comes with the DJI Osmo app also, and which can be useful in certain conditions, like if you want to make a story of your video, and it just gives you ready-made templates. You just follow the template and it can create a wonderful looking stories for you. Also the good thing about that app is just when you connect it, whatever you record, you can access it very quickly, just like a recording on your phone. And there's no lag and no loading. You can just play the video directly from the app. Battery life, I would say, is good as compared to any other mirrorless cameras, because if you're recording from any mirrorless camera, then you're gonna get 1.5 hour or maybe hour sometime. Huge cameras with big battery, they go further, and the good thing about that is just you can slap in the new battery and you're good to go for more 2 hours. So one thing I really like about this device, and which is very different from any other device, which is face tracking. And if you're using a Memo app, you can just draw a rectangle and it's gonna focus on that. It's gonna track that rectangle also. And if you're just using this, just double tap on your face and it's going to follow you, and you can choose the speed also. You can just make it follow you faster and slower also. Another thing I really like about this device is motion lapse. You just put it on a gimbal or something, or maybe a stand, and just leave it on. Maybe it'll take 1 or 2 hours. It can record wonderful looking motion lapse for you. And it does have the option for time lapse and hyperlapse. Hyperlapse has a smaller interval of time to record the hyperlapse, and time lapse has a minimum 2 seconds of interval, but it does work, and you don't have to worry about the focus in that thing anyway. It does have 2 microphones, one in here and one in the bottom, and according to my testing, if you're in the quiet environment, then it's record very good audio, but if you're in a windy condition, it's gonna ruin your audio completely. You can buy accessories like a sphere wheel, which you can use it to move it left and right very easily. Plus you can buy accessory for headphone jack. It doesn't work directly just like that, but you have to buy that accessory from DJI, or maybe you can buy it from Amazon. I can drop the link below also. Another thing I like about this device, having a lot of options like just a setting menu itself is great, and you can easily change video from square to wide, and you can easily just make it follow you, or change the setting from photo to video and 4K. It also record in 2.7K, which is a little bit square than a wide one. So now I'm going to show you the a comparison of the video footage as compared to this. So little vlogging test. I'm outside, and it's not that much light, but it's tracking my face at the moment, and maybe I'm in focus, but again I'm not sure. And the audio is from the internal mic, and do let me know if it's good enough for you. So this is the video test from A5100, and audio is from the internal camera, and I can see it has a very nice bokeh effect, which can be very useful for some vloggers. And this is the video test from very budget camera phone, which is Realme 6, and I think it's just much better to just see the camera in front of you and you know what you're recording. I think there's a lot of artificial colors and sharpening, but I think it's still useful. So now I'm recording from the same camera but from the rear, and it's in 4K, and you can check it out how it is, and the audio is from the phone itself. And I'm not sure how the video is because I cannot see, but hopefully it's good enough. And after watching these videos, do let me know that if you're still considering this device to buy in 2020, are you going to wait for some new device, because Xiaomi also have some devices similar to like that, which is much cheaper, almost like a 200 euros. I think it's called Filmy Palm, and some other devices also come in. Even the newer version of this DJI Osmo Pocket is coming too. So do let me know if you're gonna buy this, and if you think this is the great device for you, and if you're suffering from the autofocus issue, and if you have bought it and you really regret it. If you do, then I can really feel you, because I bought this device and I barely use it. I would say people should buy this device if you have a proper gear, like you have a mirrorless camera, or you have a good flagship phone to support the footage. Then a combination of these three cameras can be very useful for you. And I think that should be all. Please leave a comment, and if you like the video, just give it a thumbs up, and maybe see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.